Let's take a look at number 8. It says there are 6,682 people at a minor league baseball game. There are 38 seats in each row. Estimate the number of rows of seats that are occupied. So we need to start by figuring out what important information is provided to us in the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and underline 6,682 people, as well as 38 seats in each row. We see the word estimate again, so we're going to circle that so we know we're estimating in this problem. And we're estimating the number of rows of seats that are occupied. So first we need to figure out what we need to round each of our numbers to. If we take a look at the problem, we are going to be using division because we know the total number of people and we know how many seats are in each row, and we need to figure out how many total rows are occupied. So that means that we're going to be dividing. So when we divide, remember we need to be finding compatible numbers. So first let's take a look at 38. We take our divisor and we're going to be rounding it to the highest place value. So if we take a look at 38, we're going to be rounding it to the nearest 10, which would be 40. And so we're going to be using 40 to help us figure out what our compatible number is going to be. So now let's look at 6,682 and figure out what would be an easy number to work with that we know we'd be able to divide by 40 or 4 using our math facts. So using the number sense that I have, I know that 15 times 4 is equal to 60, which is kind of close to 66. But I think I can get a little bit closer. So if 15 times 4 is 60, that means that 16 times 4 would be 64, and 17 times 4 would be equal to 68. 66 is closer to 68 because we're over 6,600. So I'm going to round 6,682 to 6,800. So now our problem is going to become 6,800 divided by 40. Because we're going to be dividing by a multiple of 10, and because we know that this is going to fit in evenly, we can cancel out one set of zeros. So now we're left with 680 divided by 4, and that's where we're going to use our long division. We know that 68 divided by 4 is equal to 17 because of when we were talking through the problem at the beginning. And 17 times 4 is 68. We subtract 68 minus 68 is 0. Bring down the 0. 0 divided by 4 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. And we subtract. So our answer is going to be 170 rows. Now let's take a look at number 9. Number 9 says Mr. Frankenberg bought some new kitchen appliances for $5,925. He paid $300 at first. He then paid the remainder in equal amounts every month for the next 9 months. How much did he pay each month? So again, we're going to start by underlining our key pieces of information. So if we look at our numbers, we know the total cost is $5,925, and he paid $300 at first. He then paid the remainder in equal amounts every month for the next 9 months. And the question that we're trying to answer is how much did he pay each month? So there's a couple of steps that we need to work through in this problem. We know how much the initial cost is, and we know that we paid $300 first. So we're going to start by taking our total 5,925 and subtracting 300. Five minus 0 is 5, 2 minus 0 is 2, 9 minus 3 is 6, and we have our 5. So after he pays the initial $300, he has $5,625 left to pay. Now it says that he then paid that amount in equal amounts every month for the next 9 months. So to figure out how much he paid each of those 9 months, we have to take our amount that he has left to pay and divide that by 9. So we're going to take 5,625 and we're going to divide that by 5. Or by 9, I'm sorry, because it's 9 months. So we can start by looking at 56. 56 divided by 9 is equal to 6. 6 times 9 is 54. We subtract. 6 minus 4 is 2. 5 minus 5 is 0. We're going to bring down the 2. 22 divided by 9 is equal to 2. 2 times 9 is 18. And we subtract. Can't do 2 minus 8, so we're going to regroup. 12 minus 8 is equal to 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. And we have 5 left to bring down. 45 divided by 9 is equal to 5. 5 times 9 is 45. We subtract, and we don't have a remainder. So we just figured out that he paid $625 each of those 9 months.